Welcome to Corinne's Fashion World Glam Show TV tonight, everybody. I'm streaming live from my business page, So if you're joining in, I need you to click the share button. Tell everybody you know we're over here making a mark that cannot be erased. Everybody get excited, get excited, get excited, get super excited. Also, click the like button so you'll be a part of my business page. So we have this week and next week for the live broadcast, and I'm going to come back again in September. I'll be back again in September. And when I come back in September, I'm going to stream from my business page. Okay, folks? Alrighty, folks. So, my first guest for this evening, her name is Ayana Fobbs. Am I saying your last name correct?
Yes, you are. That was perfect.
Great, great, great. So this is Ayana Fobbs. We worked together at my previous job, and I'll let her tell you guys more about that. And I brought her on because while I was working, I learned so much from Ayana. Ayana, I just want to personally thank you for really believing in me, and also, telling the company how great I was. I truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart.
It was my pleasure, and it wasn't hard. You made it very easy, very easy. So I was just telling the truth.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So you guys are joining in. Click the share button. Click the share button. If you see me turn away from the screen, it's because I'm using my iPad for my questions. So give you guys a heads up, okay, folks? Listen, guys. I need face models. So I need you guys to inbox me or type the word YES in the comment section if you'd like to be a face model for my new project coming up next week. I need face models, folks. Okay, folks? Okay, this is for the people in the New York City area. Also, August 4th, I will be celebrating my 55th birthday celebration. I'm excited. So if you guys like to attend that, inbox me, folks. Inbox me. Okay, folks? Get excited, everybody. So this is Yanni, and I'm going to have Yanni tell you guys a little something about herself. And I know she sings as well.
Uh-oh.
But go ahead, Yanni.
Keep that quiet. Oh, well, as Corinne said, my name is Ayana. Needless to say, I've seen a lot of changes. I've seen a lot of evolution in beauty, and then I've seen a lot of things recycle. So that let me know that, I was growing up. I'm grown. So once you see trends recycle, you've been doing it for a minute. So you know how it goes. So I mean, hair design was always my passion. So that's where I started. I'm a fellow cosmetologist like you, Corinne, amongst a million other things that you do. We don't have enough time in the show to note them all, but hair design was always my passion. So even in the process of getting into formal beauty in terms of hair and makeup and those different categories, my heart was always in hair design. So I think that's just a passion that once it's in there, it's in there. So so that kind of just connected me to the other categories of beauty. Being a professional hairstylist, you can't always call someone to apply makeup and things like that. So I kind of just naturally gravitated towards makeup application, and here I am over 20 years later.
Wow.
And still loving it, and still growing and looking for just opportunities, not just to be blessed, but to be a blessing. So that's what I like to use this industry for, is to just bless people and keep learning.
Awesome. And, I forgot all about the hair business with you. Because when I think about you, I'm thinking about Dwayne Reed.
Yes.
Some things
Yes.
you didn't read, and I kind of forgot about that. Wow. Wow.
That's where I got my start. You know, here the skincare and the makeup kind of, you know, came later. But originally that is what my focus was when I decided to take the cosmetology course. It was definitely just to kind of hone my skills and smooth out the rough edges, so to speak.
Awesome. Awesome. Just bear with me. I'm trying to get the questions together. I forgot
So,
all.
take your time. Take your
I
time.
forgot all about that. What made you decide to get into the beauty field?
Well, I mean, I've always been surrounded by beauty. I think my biggest influences were my mother and my grandmother, and I think most women and, you know, most men can attest to that. That usually it was that fly uncle, or, you know, that fly aunt, or you seen your grandmother. Back then, they didn't go out; they stepped out, right?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't go out; they stepped out. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and everything was custom made, tailored, and the hair and the makeup had to be impeccable.
Right.
So that's what I grew up seeing. And my parents had a band, so my mother would just transform. She
Mm-hmm.
would transform from everyday stay-at-home mom to like superwoman. We were like, okay, she's a superhero. You know, so that was my first influence, was my mother and my grandmother, and my father barbered all the boys in the house, so it was just a natural part of my life, was beauty.
I love your hair right now.
Thank you, ma'am.
No, no,
Thank you very much.
I
So
haven't seen you in a while. Huh?
I'm doing a little circa, you know, 1989 Lisa Bonet.
It looks
That's
great.
what I'm going for. A little pretty grunge. She was good for that. So that's how I'm drawing inspirations.
So now that I know that you really love hair, what do you love about, you know, because I know right now you're into the makeup and the skincare, correct?
Right,
Okay.
right, yes.
Okay. Have you ever really thought about just going into the you know, hair full, or just you're gonna stay where you are?
Oh, well, I came out of it. It was I always worked independently, and my ultimate goal was to continue in that vein. But there was a period in the market where it was just challenging, finding commercial work or even, you know, contracted work, which was always my goal. So ultimately, I found myself always, you know, beauty, especially beauty retail, is always a safety net. I think
Mhm.
for anyone that's in beauty, you can always go back to the hair salon. You can always go back to Chanel or, you know, Dior, and you know that the door will be open.
Mhm.
So um, I kind of feel myself creatively kind of gravitating back to hair design more so than even skincare and makeup. But I think at this point it's almost synonymous when you're
Mm.
talking about beauty.
Right. It is.
So,
It is.
you
It
know,
is.
so because if the hair ain't right, you know, if the hair is good but the brows is questionable, then it's like, I don't know how I feel about this. So it's definitely I always end up going back to it. And I never quite leave it.
Mhm.
So it's just one of the things that I just I take a little hiatus from, you know, so just to kind of learn more of the ins and outs of the business in general. And that's what, you know, doing the day-to-day work helps me
Mhm.
to do, to learn the ins and outs of the business, so that when I'm ready to go forward, I have the tools to do it.
Oh, okay. 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 And you still
And
young.
that's really where I am now. That's where I am.
Um.
I'm ready to leap.
Huh?
I said, you know, I'm ready to leap. You know, once you're on with the information, and, you know, you're focused on uh, not just being a part of the business, but having your own.
Right.
That's where, you know, things start to really take shape.
Mhm. And that's true. That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. I know when I was going to beauty school, because I always, you know, love hair. And when I decided to go back, I got into beauty school and I'm like, no, 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 I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
Let me stay with the makeup.
Yes. Yes.
The
No,
makeup is
I I totally get you.
So
I totally get you. I've been there. I walked into my cosmetology school and it was just like, mm,
what is this?
I just you just want to get the paper and run. That's it. But I definitely did learn a lot, and I built a lot of good relationships, and I had some amazing instructors back then. So keep in mind this was almost 20 years ago. So things are a little bit different now than they were back then. But even in that, it was an experience that I definitely will never forget.
So now you're like in the skincare and the makeup. What do you like most about skincare? You're an expert at skincare.
Well, thank you.
When
It
you
kind of happened by default because I had terrible skin.
so okay.
So I was kind of forced into skincare, because you really can't be in this industry when you don't look the part.
That's
People
true.
just don't believe you.
That's true.
So especially for a woman, I think it might be a little bit different, for some of my male counterparts that I've done business with over the years or worked with over the years. There's things that they can do that we couldn't do, because just in general, I think we're under a lot of scrutiny,
That's true.
so we have to put a little more in.
That's true.
And so I definitely skincare was one of the things that I kind of dove into head first. And I think my first experience with beauty retail was what really kind of forged me forward with skincare.
Okay.
And seeing the way that the tide was going with beauty, where now it was, beautiful skin has become, the beat face.
Right.
Everybody wants that glow now. Everybody wants to look like they have that flawless, opulent skin. So, and I wanted it too, shoot. I wanted it too. So I said, well, I better get on the ball.
Mm-hmm. And
so that's what.
Let me ask you a question. Are you still at Durain Reed, Walgreens, whatever it's called?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Come here, girl.
Yes, I am.
How long have you been there?
10 years, over 10 years.
Whoa.
Yeah, I celebrated my 10-year anniversary in February.
Wow, congratulations, Ayana. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, Alberta. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. You faded out, Ayana. Did she come back? Uh-oh, what happened? She got lost. Oh, you just getting home? You just getting home? Somehow Ayana got lost. She'll come. She got lost. She'll come back in. So, folks, welcome to Corinne's Fashion World Glam Show TV. Tonight, I have Ayana Fobbs. I used to work with her. She's a cosmetologist. She's an awesome woman. She's into skincare, makeup, and hair, and she can sing. Get excited, everybody. She'll be back on in a minute. She accidentally got cut off. If you're just tuning in, this is my business page that you're on right now. I have a business page here on Facebook. I have a business page, so I'm streaming live from my business page. So when I come back in the fall time, I'm going to stream live from my business page. Okay, folks? So if you have not done so already, I need you to click the like. Is a like icon that's underneath the video, so you can also be a part of my business page as well. Get excited, everybody. Get excited. So hopefully Ayana can get back on. Hopefully she can get back on. So next week will be my season finale. Next week will be my season finale, and I'm going to have Alberta on again next week. And then I'll pick the broadcast back up again in the fall time. Get excited, everybody. Get excited. If you have not done so already, I need you to check out my beauty talk group here on Facebook. I have a private beauty talk group where we have a lot of information about fashion, beauty, hair, skin, everything pertaining to fashion and beauty over there. Okay, folks? Also, check out my YouTube channel. I have a YouTube channel where I have tons of, I think I have over 200 videos over there now. So check that out under C Fashion World, C Fashion World, C Fashion World as in Charles, C as in Charles, Fashion World. I hope Ayana be able to get back on. I don't know what happened, but she'll get back on. We had a late start because we was trying to get her on, and I was streaming from my business page. So folks, did you check out my video I just dropped yesterday? My Wakanda video. I just dropped that video yesterday. Hey, Keri, get excited, girly. Get excited, get excited. Thanks for the hearts. I'm just waiting for my guest to get back on. She just got cut off. She just got cut off. Have you guys checked out my Wakanda video I just dropped yesterday? I just released it yesterday here on Facebook and YouTube. Check it out. Check it out. She came back on. So, Keri, I hope you're part of my business page. If not, click the like icon right underneath it and the notification bell so that when I upload a video on my business page, you guys will know. Okay? So, when I come back in the fall time, I'm going to be streaming from my business page, folks. Get excited, everybody. Get excited. Get excited. I'm going to add Ayana back on. She got cut off. So, I'm adding her now. Like I was saying before, she's a cosmetologist. She's into hair, makeup, and skincare. She's awesome. I met her when I was working at Dwayne Reed as a look boutique manager. She helped train me, and she's an awesome woman. She's very knowledgeable when it comes to skincare. When I say very knowledgeable when it comes to skincare, Miss Ayana is. Get excited. So let's give her some hearts. Hearts
Okay, I'm back. Technical difficulties.
That's okay. It happens.
And I'm a dinosaur too. I'm a dinosaur too. So please.
Oh no, we gotta get talk with technology.
Yes, you absolutely do. You need to give me a little crash course, Corinne.
I will, because
good.
And I tell everybody. I'm telling everybody on my broadcast, if you're an entrepreneur, you have to utilize social media because it's very profitable. You can learn a lot on social media. It'll help your business and help your brand. I mean, you have to be on social media. At least if you can't be, at least be on Facebook and Instagram. Those are two.
Right.
And if you're a makeup artist, I would encourage you to get on YouTube. Grow your YouTube channel. I'm telling you, folks, YouTube has helped me a lot, especially when I was working. Right, Ayana?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you're a makeup artist, okay, so Ayana is back, so we can continue. Just to give everybody that came, because some people came on when you got cut off, just give them a little short information about yourself for those that just joining in.
Well, just to reiterate, my name is Ayana, and I've been a former beauty for over 20 years, and my passion has always been hair design. And now, just on the business end of it, I'm a little more immersed in skincare and makeup because that's just the tide. The tide just kind of blew that way, but my heart was still always immersed in hair design. So I don't think that will ever change. I've worked for quite a few of the major brands out there, so I won't name drop unless they're gonna cut me a check. But I'm just saying. But one of the things that I definitely have seen a lot, and I've seen a lot of change in beauty, and I've seen a lot of evolution. I've seen a lot of trends come back around again. So that just let me know I've been doing this for a minute. Once you see it coming back around again, then you know you've been doing it at least a good 15, 20 years. You know, once you see those trends flip back around again, it's like, I knew I shouldn't have threw that dress away. You know, it always comes back. I knew I shouldn't have threw out that wig.
Always.
Yes, they always come back. They always come back around. So that's I think that pretty much sums it up. I just love beauty. I always have. It's always been, you know, in my fabric and in my family. And between my grandmother, my maternal grandmother, and my mother, my father, they've always been big on fashion, big on hair. My mother had a collection of wigs. From one day to the next, you wouldn't know who she was. And had a full head of hair too. That's the thing. I said, well, what's going on here? You know, 'cause I used to watch her, and I mean, she would transform, you know, and that hair would be working in that outfit, and I'm like, okay, you know. But I mean, back then it we dressed to the nine, so you know, tailor made and custom this and custom that. So you know, I kind of picked up my passion from just watching, you know, the elders.
You funny,
you know, my grandmother couldn't nobody. Let me tell you something. My grandmother would read you down to the letter if that dress wasn't You didn't take that dress and get it tailored. If you bought it straight out the store off the rack, ooh, you better not.
Wow.
You
Wow.
better not. You don't wear nothing straight off the rack. That was unheard of.
Wow.
That
Wow.
was
See, they have
unheard
a
of.
different,
But
what's the word they use
yeah,
now? They had a different swag back then compared to now.
yeah, I'm telling you, all together, when they used to go out, they stepped out. They
Yes,
didn't
they
go
did.
out, they stepped out.
It's a whole different
Yes.
thing today. Alberta said hi, Ayani. Alberta said hi.
Hi, Alberta.
She was on my
Thanks for
show
joining me.
She was on the show last month. She dropped 110 pounds in 1 year. So I'm bringing
Nice,
her
nice.
next week
Congrats. Wow.
so we can do that broadcast over again because that broadcast was, I don't know, some type of technical difficulty we were having. So she'll be back next week. So that's good. And she's still maintaining over 4 years now. 4 years. That's good. That's good. That's good. So what other social media platforms you on besides Facebook? You're on Instagram?
Besides Facebook, I have an Instagram, but you know, it's I don't really update or keep it up to date as I should, but I'm getting there. I heard Will Smith just got an Instagram, what was it, last year?
And he has a YouTube channel too.
Yeah, so I didn't feel so bad. I said, if Will Smith just got an Instagram, there's still some hope for me yet. I said, okay.
It's funny.
Yeah, I said, there's some hope for me yet.
I said, your face is cutting off. Yeah, there you go. That's better.
Yeah, you see me now. All right.
So I know you sing. How long have you been singing?
Well, according to my parents, straight out the womb. My parents, they had a band when I was growing up, so they would play Carnegie Hall and mayoral balls and things like that. So I was always surrounded by music, and my mother worked the entire time that she carried me singing because she was the lead singer for the band. So when they delivered me, my mother said I came out humming.
Really?
Yeah, that's what she said. Sound like Misty. So and she told my father I was singing, and he didn't believe nothing. Country, he from family from Geechee. Geechee folks. Yeah, baby ain't singing nothing. Then he put his ear to my mouth and he said, "She's singing." So
wow.
if you let them tell it straight out the gate, sing it. So that's always my first love.
I'm gonna wait until the end of the broadcast. I'll wait till the end of the I need you guys to tell everybody we're over here making a mark that cannot be erased. This is the fabulous Ayana Fobbs, the fabulous Ayana Fobbs. She's a cosmetologist.
Hey.
And get excited, everybody. Get excited, get excited, get excited. So where are you located in New York?
I'm in Queens, born and raised.
Okay, cool.
Jamaica, Queens.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'll be out there in 2 weeks for my birthday.
Oh, yes, you sure are right. That's a 10-minute drive.
Oh, okay. It's gonna be at Resort World Casino. I gotta get that name together. Yeah, that's where it's gonna be at. I'm excited about this. I'm so excited. I'm really excited because I haven't really celebrated my birthday in years. And I used to be a promoter. I used to promote a lot of events. So
oh wow, okay. I can see that. That makes sense. Because can't nobody network like Karim. I don't know if y'all know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Power move. Mm-hmm. That's right.
But urging me to do a show. I want to do a show so bad. But
I can imagine. I know you got the bug. Because they knew once Karim put on the show, she put on the show. And this is going to be standing room only.
You funny.
So you better get there early.
So hopefully next year I'll be able to do it. But I'm excited about celebrating my birthday. So what is your favorite makeup brand?
Ooh. I have a lot of favorites. But I must say that when it comes to complexion, I love Becca. I think Armani is they are exquisite when it comes to textures, especially if you're talking foundations.
Mhm.
So because I'm big on complexion. So and I love Tarte for color and Pacifica Beauty, and so I have probably too many of them. I have a lot of favorites, but I must say that I can take a little bit from the highest to the lowest end, quote unquote, and you can always find something that you love.
Right.
So it's kind of hard for me to choose, exactly which ones are dearest to my heart. But because I'm big on complexion, I do love Becca and Armani are definitely some of my favorite brands. I love Black Up if you're talking about correctors and things
Okay.
like that. So just to
I
name a few.
I haven't tried that Black Up yet, but I saw it at Sephora. But I love Amon makeup. I love her makeup. And
Absolutely.
a couple of years ago, I had joined Color Me Beautiful. They had Troy Roberts, Amon, and some other brands. As soon as I joined up, what happened? Amon pulled out. I was like, this is the reason why I signed up.
Oh no, no, that's that ain't
This
right.
is the reason why I signed up. That's what she told
Ah, classic,
me. I was like, wow,
classic. It
wow.
never fails.
That's the main reason why I signed up with the company, because of Amon.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
As soon as I
But
signed up, she pulled out. I'm like, oh man,
uh
okay. I'm working Floyd Roberts. The Floyd Roberts Foundation is good. But anyway, give viewers a skincare and a makeup tip.
uh I think one of the biggest questions that I get in terms of skincare is about application. Most folks, a lot of times over the years that I've actually been dermo advising and just assisting people with like their skincare needs, I always get the question of, or even the comments of, this didn't work for me. And one of the very key things that a lot of people, because of time, especially in New York, there's huge time constraints sometimes. So you're not really considering the fact that you're not really following the instructions to the T. So one of the things I always tell people is if a product says
Mm,
massage it in, because those molecules go into the skin by what's called permeation, and that requires heat. It's just
okay.
like digestion. So it's like the first stage of your skin digesting the skincare and everything that's good inside of that product. But if you just do one of these numbers and run out the door because you're trying to catch that 8 a.m. train, you're not really going to see the full out benefit. So I always encourage people, just take the 30 seconds that it takes to massage that product in, and you will see
Mhm.
such a difference instead of what I call slapping it on. So, well, did you massage it in or you slapped it on? Because if you just slap it on, then you're going to get the effects of what you would get from a primer. It's just
Right.
going to sit on the top and it's not really going to go in like it should.
Hmm.
So that's usually one of my skincare tips is to just follow the instructions.
Okay.
If
Thanks
you're
for the
not
homework.
sure, yeah, it sounds simple, but I've had so much feedback from clients over the years coming back and saying, you know what, you were right.
Hmm.
When I massaged it and I took my time and I saw results. So that's one of the key things that I suggest with people. Just to actually get the product in, you have to massage it into the skin. And as far as cosmetics is concerned, it's another what I like to call it's more of a conserving tip, particularly with compacts. Now, most women, they would always come to me and complain that they get that little hole in the middle.
Hmm.
That infamous hole in the middle of that powder compact or that blush. And most of the time, most people when they're using their powder brush or even the puff with the pressed powder or the blush, they're taking the brush and putting it directly in the center.
Hmm.
So I always tell people,
Like
go
this.
around the circumference of the blush when you're taking the powder or the product from the
Like that.
compact, and you're yes. Listen, it was
You said go
we've
around.
all experienced it.
You said
And
like
then,
go around, right? Because I'm just always in the middle. Okay. So like
so
like, Right.
It makes
Circle.
such a huge difference. One, you won't get that hole in the middle if you focus on the circumference of the product as opposed to the center, and you run less of a chance of it cracking, because a lot of times once it's compromised in the center, that little bit that you're trying to hold on to, because you ain't got time to go and replenish right away, you run the risk of breaking it. So, you know, when you're doing one of these, I know for me, I call myself the gorilla, because I go in.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm in a hurry, I'm not thinking about
Wow.
tension. I'm not thinking about the pressure I use when I'm trying to get the product out of the compact. I'm just thinking, you know, I gotta go. So those are just two of my tips. And if I could add one more, it would be
Sure.
about eyeliner, because I'm getting a lot of questions these days about eyeliner, and I'm noticing that everyone feels like now that they have to do a winged eye.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone wants to know how to do a winged eye, and
Right.
I think it's a very classic, very glamorous look. But
Mm-hmm.
by the same token, there are so many other various applications, like the classic bar. I know when I was growing up, I saw a lot of the business women who were wearing the classic bar. There's an old saying that goes, never ask a woman wearing a winged eyeliner why she's late.
Mm.
Because we know it takes time.
Mm-hmm.
So that was just an old comment, you know, when I first got into the makeup industry. And it was a little joke because, you know,
Mm-hmm.
it took so much time that women were late going wherever they were going. So the classic bar is still beautiful, just starting a little bit from the inner corner to the all the way to the outer corner. No flick, no exaggeration, but just
Mm-hmm.
something very classic and
Okay.
very easy and complimentary.
Mm, okay. Okay. All right. Cool. 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 But I love wings. And let me tell you
Me,
why.
you know,
Because
listen, there was a time when all I would wear was wings.
hmm
But
but you
you
know,
know, once
it gives me a lift, and that's why I wear it
right,
all. You know, I'm
right.
maturing.
And you wear it well. And you
I'm
wear it well.
maturing now, Yanni.
But you know, I mean, there are some women out there where, you know, they will lose their job just trying to do that wing in the morning, because it takes forever and they haven't quite, you know, mastered it like you a professional. So it's taking a little time. I had one client literally tell me, she said, I did my eyes over 3 times this morning. That's it. Just
Wow.
trying to get that wing.
Really?
Yes, just trying to get that wing.
Wow.
So, you know, so
Okay.
there's a lot of pressure I'm seeing out there. There's a lot of pressure to
Mhm.
try to, you know, follow trends, but there are other beautiful approaches to lining the eye that are just as flattering and less time consuming. So so that's a hence my little tip on just, you know, different types of eye lining.
Mhm. So you freelance as well, you said?
I did for years actually. I freelanced for years. My ultimate goal when I was freelancing was to try to land contracts. So anything I could get my hands on, whether it was shoot or bridal or commercial work, anything that I had to sign a dotted line on and I can make some real money off of. That's what I was going for.
Okay.
But the industry changed a lot, you know, over the course of from
Yeah.
start to the point where I actually went back into beauty retail. There was, you know, the market crash, and really there was a point where nobody had money anymore
Mm.
for
Yep.
production, for, you know, a lot of there was a lot of hardship in the industry. And then finally, once it finally impacted the beauty industry, that's when I said, look, gotta go get me a job. So, gotta get me somewhere to study check. Man, gotta have that steady check.
I don't think I will be able to work at any one job anymore. Um,
Yeah, I hear you.
so I'll just, do what I can do and trust God for everything.
Yes, yes. There's so many opportunities now that, you know, even when we started in beauty and fashion and whatnot, it didn't exist back then. There's so many opportunities to create your own opportunity. You don't have to wait for anyone to
Right,
give you anything anymore.
right, right.
You know,
That's
years
true.
ago, you had to wait for that big break. Now you can make your big break. And
Yes.
that's the incredible thing about social media and the way that that beauty has open doors for people to just create wealth for themselves and create opportunities even for other people.
And
So
that's true.
a lot has changed
A
for
lot.
the good.
For the good, which is which
For
is
the good.
great. Which is great.
For the
Listen,
good.
everybody. Thank you, Alberta. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Listen, everybody. I'll be back again next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll come back with Alberta. She lost over 110 pounds in 1 year, and she's still maintaining it 4 years later. Get excited, everybody. I want everybody to get excited about life. If you haven't done so already, I have some T-shirts that says "Get excited, get excited," and on the back it says "Get excited about life." And that's the mode I'm in right now, Yanni. Get excited.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm with you.
Get excited about
I'm
life.
with you. I'm with you.
So I'm going to drop that link in the comment section along with my YouTube channel and my Beauty Talk group. Okay, folks? Ayani, you want me to drop your Facebook page in the
Sure.
comment section?
Of course.
Okay, awesome. Because she's into hair, makeup, and skincare. Hair, makeup, and skincare. Hair, makeup, and skincare.
Hair, makeup, skincare. And I'm venturing more into media now, so that's in the makings also. I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit. So it's good to get the tools you need, but when it's time to leap, it's time to leap.
Yep.
So there's definitely this is the hour. I'm telling you, if you can't sense it, let get excited.
That's right.
I'm telling you, I'm getting my T-shirt. As soon as you drop that link, I'm getting my T-shirt. Y'all better get yours.
I'm like, wow. You know, I've been saying "get excited" for almost 10 years now.
I know.
I'm still standing.
I'm telling you.
After next week, Corinne's Fashion World Glam Show TV will be back in September. I'll be back in September. I'm going to be broadcasting right here from my business page in September, and I will keep you guys posted on that. I need face models, New York City. Face models, my lash, brows, and lip project. Inbox me if you're interested, or type the word YES, that's yes, YES in the comment section, everybody. I want everybody to get excited about life. I want you guys to stay encouraged and believe something good is going to happen for you, no matter what the circumstances are. Get excited, Yanni, right?
Yes.
And I'm talking to the fabulous Ayana Fobbs. She's an awesome woman. When I say she's awesome, her spirit is beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much.
Spirit. I met Ayana 7 years ago, probably, or 7 years ago.
Yeah.
7 years ago. Wow. And people come into your life for a reason. There's a reason for every person.
For sure. I never would have thought that I would have developed the relationships that I have over the years just from having those experiences, and they are definitely, they've proven to be like some of the most incredible bonds and relationships that you just don't expect it. You kind of just expect to go to work, do your job, you meet a couple of people along the way, but you don't expect to connect with people. So, and I believe that's what we did. We connected, and that was a blessing. That was a blessing. And you as well are just an incredible person, friend. That laugh is infectious. I wouldn't care where you are in the room, even if I don't see you. I know when Corinne is in the room, because that laugh, you be laughing, you don't even know what you laughing at. But the joy in it is what injects you, so that's the thing that I've always admired about you, is your joy.
Thank you. It took me a minute to get there, but I got there.
Oh yeah, well, you know what, it does for everybody. So that's why I always say, experience is a good teacher. So once you've been there and you take that experience and do what you're doing now to inspire people, and you don't even have to say you're trying, to inspire people. Just doing what you're doing is inspiring people. So I just want to encourage you to continue and encourage women to be beautiful inside and out, because that's the thing that I believe, if people know you and or have experience being around you, that's the experience. The beauty that exudes from you is what makes you even more beautiful outside.
That's true.
And that's real beauty.
That's true.
That's real beauty.
Absolutely, absolutely. So let's give it up for the fabulous Ayana.
Thank you for having me.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. So, folks, I'm going to be back next week. If anybody have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section, and Ayana and myself will answer them. And, we will definitely answer all your questions. You can check Ayana out here on Facebook. I want you guys to follow her. Follow her. Please follow her page. Please follow her page and tell everybody you know we are making a mark that cannot be erased. And I want you guys to stay encouraged and believe something good is going to happen for you, no matter what the situation look like, no matter what your body feel like, no matter what your finances look like. Believe something good is going to happen.
Yeah.
Righty, folks. So before we leave, because I know Ayana can sing, and we don't have to make it long. But before she sing, I need you guys to hit the share button. Hit the share button to everybody. Share. Okay, folks, share. Get excited. Okay, Alberta says she's going to send you a friend request. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Alberta.
Nice.
Thank you. Appreciate it. See what's going on. Everyone don't know that I came onto my business page, but I shared the video on my personal page. I would encourage all entrepreneurs to open up a Facebook business page. You don't have to run ads if you don't want to, but if you want people to look at your business serious, separate the personal from the business.
Right.
Okay, folks,
right.
Do that. The reason why I started the talk show, I was going through my business papers and stuff, my bio. I have a binder with all my business information. Right. And I was reading my bio, and I noticed that when I got to the end of my bio, I had a goal down there. And so I wanted my own TV program, my own talk show. So I was laying in the bed late, as always. I'm always up, folks. I'm always in the bed, and something just hit me. Get on Facebook Live and start your show. I said, okay, Lord, I'm going to do it that way until the door opens up to something else. So that's where the program came from. So use the tools you have in front of you. We don't necessarily have to spend a lot of money right away. But whatever tools in front of you, use it. It's going to take you to your next level. Alrighty, folks, so I'm trying not to get the start in because I know me when the spirit get up all of me.
Yes. You know how we do it.
In front of you, try not to make excuses. Whatever your heart desire, go for it. Don't wait and take too long to achieve your goals because time moves quick. God promised us long life. Amen. And an abundant life. I'm always seeing people, I see this all the time and all over social media. Life is short, but remember this. God promised us long life. If you read Psalms 91, the last 2 or 3 verses in Psalms 91, God promised us a long life and a long drink of salvation. And our words are powerful, so we have to be careful with the words we let flow out of our mouths. So when we start talking about life is short, we are shortening our lifespan.
You got it.
Something to think about, folks.
Yes,
so
it's true.
Use our words rightfully. Let's encourage one another. Get away from negative folks. Negative folks will hinder where you gotta go. That's what I got to say. So I'm gonna let Ayana take over before I get started.
Because you know that can go on all night.
So this is the fabulous Ayana Fobbs, folks. And whenever you're ready, and make sure you guys hearts up. And it don't have to be long. Whatever you feel comfortable doing, you do. Thanks. Okay. Thanks for the thumbs up.
Well, I everyone that knows me knows that the love of God is the only thing that that's been my sustenance. That's been what's carried me all my life, is the love of God and the grace of God on my life that just opened doors, saved my family, saved my life. If I testified, we'd be here until the sun came up. So I always try to encourage people
Awesome.
to embrace the love of God and also to love God back. So it's beautiful to know that the Lord loves you, but it's a relationship
Yes.
and he wants you to love him back. So um so I'm gonna sing I Love the Lord.
All righty now.
I
Are y'all ready? 'Cause I am. Go ahead, Ayana.
love the Lord.
Mm.
He heard my cry
Lord.
and pitied every groan. Long as I
Yes.
live and troubles rise, I'll hasten
Fading out.
to his throne.
Mm.
That's my testimony. I
Yes.
love the Lord.
Beautiful,
I love
beautiful,
the Lord.
beautiful, 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 Ayana. Beautiful
So
voice. Oh my
I'm working on some music. I'm taking my time
God.
and
Awesome.
just letting the Lord put the pieces together, doing my part because
Mm-hmm.
the music ain't gonna come together itself. So when it comes, I'll record a little, I'll take my time and just if you're doing this work and the Lord is calling you to ministry, then it has to be led. It has to be led by the Lord. You can't try to uh, come up with your own concept and your own ideas. You can use your creativity, but at the end of it all, if it's ministry, then the Lord has to be first.
Mm-hmm.
So all your motive has to be that you just want to love on God and you just want to do what He's called you to do. So I'm taking my time this
Yes,
time.
yes, yes. God is awesome. Beautiful,
Amen.
beautiful, beautiful voice, Ayani. Continue to let God use you. And let me know when you get your music together. Berta said you're very talented, beautiful voice.
Thank you.
And
Praise the
when you
Lord.
get your music together, let me know. I'm going to have you come back on.
All right.
Mhm.
Sounds good.
Oh my God. How was this? I wish I could sing. My son can sing. And I
Really?
didn't get to hear. Yeah, my son sings very.
Wow. Okay.
He's been singing since what? I think probably about 4 or 5 years. I didn't even know he could sing until I took
Wow.
him
That's
to
the
a
way
birthday
that's the way it
party.
happens sometimes.
And I took him to a birthday party, and they was having, I guess, some type of singing contest or whatever. And the girl that invited me, she came in the room and she said, "Corinne, your son can sing." I'm like, "What?"
I've heard stories like that. It was like, what? Really? Because you don't hear a peep out of them when they're around.
No.
They don't sing around everybody else, and when they get home, they quiet as church mouse.
I always tease him. I said, "Okay, now get your voice together. So when I get married, you're gonna sing for me." Okay.
Yes, hello.
But Yanni, continue to let God use your voice
Amen.
and stay blessed. Continue to stay humble. Be very humble. The spirit is beautiful,
Amen.
beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And when I had started the show, I said, "I gotta get a Yanni on here. I gotta get her on here. I gotta get her on here." I'm glad you came on.
Well,
Thank you.
well, I'm humbled just from having the experience. I appreciate you keeping me in mind. It means a lot.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. And you look fabulous. You look beautiful. The glory of God is all over you.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I just turned 30, so I'm just trying to, so I'm trying to keep it together. After a while, it's like you start seeing little things. Your contour technique start changing a little bit. You find yourself going a little higher and a little higher. Start that contour. It's like,
I know. Trust me, I know.
yes. I said, wait, I couldn't figure out why. there were things that I used to do when I was 18 that after a while I couldn't do anymore. It didn't look the same. A lot of changes, gravitational changes. Things ain't as high as they used to be, so you have to create the illusion that they are. So, so that's when I realized. I said, "Oh, okay." Yeah. What my mama told me was right. She said, "You gonna see." That's why you gotta take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm trying to be like you. Shoot. I told you better stop walking around with that fake ID. You know the Lord don't like lying.
Huh?
You know the Lord don't like lying. Going around telling people, making up stuff.
You funny.
And my grandma always used to say,
but I thank God for restoring my youth.
Amen. Amen.
So, folks, it's been a pleasure this evening. Don't forget to go check out the Beauty Talk group. It's a private group. I'm going to drop all the information in the comment section. Don't forget to go check out Ayana's page as well, my YouTube channel. And also, guys, I have a Prayer Changes Everything group right here on Facebook, because I truly believe prayer changes everything. Because I know someone prayed for me and it changed my life.
Amen.
Thank God.
Amen. Same here.
So I'm going to drop all that right in the comment section and go check out all those groups. Okay, folks? Until next week, 8 p.m. Eastern time, I'll be back with Alberta so we can redo her interview again, because when I did it last month, the video was crappy, it was shaking, and everything was going wrong. So I'm going to bring her back, and that's going to be the end of the season. I'm going to pick the broadcast back up again in September, in the fall time, folks. In the fall time, I'll be back here. Okay, folks? Okay. And don't forget, face models, New York City, face models, inbox me. Type the word YES in the comment section. Get excited, everybody. Get excited by life. No matter what's going on, get excited. Get excited. Get excited. Anything else you want to say, Ayana, before
get that T-shirt.
Okay, I'm going to put that information.
As soon as you drop that link, I'm getting my T-shirt.
I'm going to drop it as soon as we come on. All right, folks, I want you guys to go get one, too. Get excited, and then the back says, get excited about life. All righty, folks? Until next time, folks, I want you guys to stay encouraged and believe something good is going to happen for you. Amen. Get excited, honey. Get excited.
All right. Thank you so much for having me. Bye.
Thanks for coming on. Thanks, Alberta, and everybody else. All righty, folks. All righty, later. Have a good night.
Good night.